I've only just realised how much of a mess my hair looks today. I'm absolutely horrified. I'm so sorry, it's so unprofessional. But today, I am going to be updating my Pan That palette in order with you guys. If you are new to this project, I am working on my Pierre All Stars palette. This is a 35 pan eyeshadow palette. So yeah, it's gonna take me a hell of a long time. I've already been doing this project for a little bit of time, let's just say that. But today I am very, very excited because I do indeed have some progress on this palette, which is amazing. I have been struggling with this project a little bit and I've really not been getting much progress on this palette. It's taken me quite a few months to just hit one pan, and that is definitely something that I want to speak about at the start of this update. But just before we do jump into the progress, if you have not already, like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I do so many project pans and get ready with me's with bright, fun, colourful makeup looks. Today I've got a little bit of a duochrome on. I decided to go a little bit more like fairy core, I guess. I don't know. But I love this shade. It's like a blue to purple shift. I'm hoping it is going to come across on camera because, oh my god, it takes my breath away. And just as always, everything on my face will be linked down below for you to shop. So, pan that palette in order. I originally started this project pan because I wanted to pan more eyeshadows, but I didn't want to have like a full-on eyeshadow panning project. I already have pan that palette, pan those eyeshadows, project level up, no pan left behind. I do so many projects, so I wanted something a little bit easier, and I thought, hey, with a pan that palette in order, I'm only panning one shade at a time. It should be easy. I struggled. I struggled a little bit, and I did say last month a big part of the struggle was the first row of this palette and half of the second row are all very neutral shades. I'm a colour girl. I love colour. I love caking my face in as much colour as humanly possible. I am a little bit toned down today, but it's definitely been a little bit of a struggle with this palette just because of that. I am looking at rejigging some projects soon. I don't know if this is gonna stay. I don't know. I'm having to sit down and do a big ol' process, rethink everything. I do enjoy this, however, I'm really struggling with eyeshadows at the moment. I do also want to give a massive shout out to Gabriella Francis because she has also started this project. She was influenced by me. So if you did want to see another project just like this, I will leave her videos linked down below. And also I was inspired to do this by Taylor Bell. That is who I first saw this from, and I think she was the creator of this project as well. So that was such a long intro, but I just wanted to get that out the way. Pierre All Stars palette. So I was working on a very neutral brown shimmer, and it has taken me a while. But this is what this palette looked like last month. You can see we did have a dip in that brown shimmer. It's the third one in on the second row, and it is the last neutral of the palette. Well, kind of. If we're doing it in order, it's like the last neutral for a while. So I was very, very excited, but I just had a mental block. I did not know how to use this, and I was just getting very, very bored. But this is what it looks like today. Oh my god, can you see the pan? We have hit a pan in this palette. Thank God for that. I am so excited for this. You cannot imagine. We have finally got some progress. Look at that. We have a pan at last. I did hit pan on this shade today doing this eye look. I've sneaked it in. I have it right on my outer corner as well as on my lower lash line, and that is definitely how I've been using it over the past month, over the past like 2 months, to be honest. It's taken me 2 months to hit pan on this. It shouldn't have, because it's a very easy shade to pan, but I think because it's so dark, I've been very much keeping it on the outer corner. I've not really been bringing it in to the lid very much because I do like a light shimmer on my lids. So this has only been used the tiniest amount every time I've used it, so not much product used at all. I have used this 12 times last month plus 5 times this month for a total of 17 uses to hit pan, which is quite a lot in my opinion. These shades normally take about 11 uses to hit pan on, so to get to 17 uses is a lot. It is a lot. Now, we have done this whole first row, apart from this shade. If you weren't there for this update, I decided to skip over this shade just because it's very, very similar to Balm Fresco in my Pan That palette. I didn't want to double dip into shades, so I did decide to skip over that. So we do have near enough the first row done. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4 shades on the second row done. So now we are moving on to this pink. Now, some people may be thinking, oh no, Caitlin doesn't like pink. She's gonna not be happy. But you know what? I'm actually quite happy with these two. Both of them can be used very, very well in conjunction with Balm Fresco and also Love Letter in my Pan That palette, my main Pan That palette. That update will be coming live on the 1st of the month, so definitely stick around for that. We have got amazing progress there. But I'm thinking if I put this shade on the outer corner, this shade all over the lid, and then Balm Fresco just blended out in the crease, that could be an amazing look, getting so much use out of this palette and my Pan That palette. My main Pan That palette. They're both Pan That palettes, but you know what I mean. I think that could be an absolutely amazing look. Now, I did want to talk about something. I'm really struggling recently hitting pan on eyeshadows. I don't really know why, but my eyeshadow panning has not been very good. Here you go. These are these shades. But I do feel quite overwhelmed with eyeshadow. I feel quite overwhelmed. I just feel like I have so many eyeshadows that I'm trying to pan that I'm not panning any of them, and it's getting a little bit worrying. I did look at my list of all the pans I've hit in Q2 so far. Obviously, I've got another month yet. It's like 5. So hopefully I can get some really good progress on these. I am worried about this purple, to be honest, because this is one of those purples. It's very, very similar to Mixed Berries in the Soph X Revolution palette, and I hated it. I really don't like these kind of very warm tone purple shades. I like cool tone purples. These warm tone purples, no. So it wouldn't surprise me if I did skip that shade. I'm going to work on it for the month. I'm going to try and keep these two in combination with each other. I think they are going to work really, really well, as I said, with Balm Fresco as well. And Balm Fresco is my focus shade right now, so that's even better timing. But I just have a little bit of a vendetta against these like orange tone purples. I don't like them. I just don't think they suit me very well. But you know what? I'm sure I can pop it under my lower lash line. I'm sure I can use it as a winged eyeliner. I'm sure I can do something with it where I can hide it a little bit. Maybe top it off with like a super duochromy beautiful shade. But I'm very, very happy we are finally getting into these more colourful shades. I have got 1, 2, 3, 4 shades to go before I get to these beautiful blues, and I really think that I can make amazing progress when I get there. I am a little bit down in the fact that this has taken so long. This palette has taken so long to get this progress, and it doesn't look that beaten up, really. I didn't think this was going to take this long at all. I thought it was going to take a much shorter amount of time, but here we are. Last month, I did say that I was going to just try and get more use in this palette in general. I wasn't going to go shade to shade per se, even though I have hit pan on this shade. And I've definitely like played around with a few little bits. This shade down here is very close to pan, but it does clash with Real Gar right now. So I don't know how much use I'm going to get on that in the coming month, but I have kind of got a little bit of a grips with this palette, and I feel a little bit more reset now. I feel less stuck in the neutral headspace. I feel like I can get some love on this. I feel ready to go. But yeah, pink's going to be a little bit of a hard one. But hopefully, if I can get them done in 1 month, I don't have to think about them anymore. They can just be done. They can be gone. So how long do you think it's going to take me to hit pan on one of these shades? Do you think I'll have them both pan by next month? I don't know. We'll see. I always say that in this project. I always seem to say, yeah, by next month, I'll have pan in this. No issue. And then I always come back and go, there's no pans. Sorry. But hopefully this month is different. I don't think it will be. We can see, we can see. So this is it, another short video for this project pan. It doesn't need much updating, but I hope you did enjoy your time with me today. If you did, like and subscribe. Don't forget, Pan That Palette is coming live very, very soon. We've got amazing progress in that, so you do not want to miss that. Definitely stick around. But with that being said, this is where I'm gonna love you and leave you. Have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye!